Hi there, this is the Znosko Borovsky trap in the 4 knights, and it's a trap taken from the game where Znosko Borovsky defeated Rubinstein in 1907. After e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, knight c3 and knight f6, we've got the 4 knights variation. White proceeds with bishop b5, and interesting here, Rubinstein departed from the variation which bears his name, the Rubinstein variation, which is knight d4, and played the interesting line a6. White now is tempted to win a pawn with bishop takes on c6. Now after d takes on c6, white can take the pawn on e5. However, black recovers the pawn with knight takes e4, temporarily giving up his knight, because after knight takes on e4, queen d4 hits both knights and one of them is going to drop. So white will castle, intending to bring his rook to the e-file, and black will take the knight on e5, certainly not take the knight on e4, because rook e1 will hit the queen, and after the queen moves, I can't think of what discovered checks white will unleash on the next move. So queen takes on e5 is played, d4 played by white, hitting the queen. Obviously queen takes e4 will be met by rook e1, so queen f5 is played. Still a theoretical position. Rook e1, and now the knight is threatening all sorts of discovered checks. Knight d6 winning the queen, or knight g3 winning the queen. So black has to shut down that e-file, and bishop e6 does the job. White develops logically bishop g5, preventing black from castling. So black plays bishop d6 and perhaps hopes to castle kingside. Now the move g4 is interesting, hitting the queen. The queen obviously cannot take the pawn on g4 because that will be met by queen takes on g4, and after bishop takes on g4, knight takes on d6 wins a piece, at least for white, with check. So after g4, black can pretty much hold this position with a move like queen d5. I think black is still struggling, but he's still managing to maintain a defense. However, Rubinstein went wrong in this position with a move queen g6, because that pretty much induces f4, and that pawn wants to march on to f5 with a nasty fork on the queen and the bishop. So black defends this with f5 himself, but that's met by knight takes on d6 check. And now after c takes on d6, white continues actively with the move d5, hitting the bishop. Black basically has to take that pawn to avoid losing a piece, but after c takes d5, queen takes d5, that pinned bishop is under fire twice. So king f7 defends it, but that lands black into more trouble, as queen takes b7 is going to be with check. Queen takes b7 check, and when the king drops to g8, queen takes a8, and white is certainly winning. So this has been the Znosko Borovsky trap in the 4 knights. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.